everyone, long time no talk. I just wanted to come on here, and I just had a short little thing that I wanted to say regarding Mother's Day. I saw somebody on TikTok say this, and I thought it was an excellent point to share with you guys. So we know that going to church is not mandatory. Going to an institutional church is not mandatory. If you are lucky enough to have found a church that is not either preaching a false gospel or Galatianized, you are very blessed, and you have something rare. But I know a lot of people on here that either subscribe to like hyper grace, free grace, whatever you want to say. We know that most times we can't find a church that isn't, preaching the wrong thing for the gospel, just straight heresy. So besides all of that, if you still go to an institutional church, even though you know they preach a false gospel, just because you like going to church and worship and community and things like that, I'm not going to judge you for it. But also know, if you're a woman who is struggling with infertility, don't feel bad about not going to church this Sunday. I don't think you should ever feel bad about not going to church, because like I said, it's not required. And the verse that people use to say that it is required, they usually take out of context. The "don't forsake gathering together" verse is the one I'm referring to. But infertility, I know usually Mother's Day is one of the big three where people show up to church when they don't normally go. Christmas, Mother's Day, and Easter. And they usually do a big service all around being a mom. And, that can be very hard for somebody who wants to be a mom and, can't or haven't been able to so far. So don't feel guilty. Don't feel any kind of way if you decide not to go on Sunday. It's perfectly understandable. If you would rather just relax at home with your husband and, have a nice relaxing day and, maybe pray for your future child together, or do something that makes you feel good and relaxed and peaceful and not full of hurt and shame. So, and this could also apply to anyone that recently had a loss of their mother or grandmother or anything like that. I feel like Mother's Day is already something that's just commercialized, where it's just another holiday to make money off of. So honestly, you can celebrate it or don't celebrate it in any way that you choose. But don't let religious people shame you and guilt you into thinking that you have to go to church, because that's just not true. That's pretty much all I had to say. This isn't really something that I personally can relate with, because I do still have my mom, and I don't particularly want to be a mother. So, this message isn't really for me. It's just for those that it applies to. I hope that it finds and it helps. And for all the mothers out there, I hope you have a wonderful Mother's Day this weekend. And until next time, signed, your free grace sis.